Hi, I'm Heber Hepworth, and I'll be your occupational therapist today. And we'll be working with Mike, doing a home program with him. And what happened with Mike was he was diagnosed with burns all over his body. This was 63% of his body with bad burns, and this happened during a vehicle accident that occurred to him. And so some of the things that we'll be focusing on that I'll be talking about is preparatory exercises, self-care, and kind of some of the social aspects, also helping him to return back to work and home management. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is preparatory exercises, and some of the preparatory exercises that we can do is doing a splint, and that one of them is the wrist cock-up splint. And the wrist cock-up splint actually is your hand in a normal position. It's where it doesn't allow the fingers to go in flexion. So just in this position. And so this will help with his hand function, so his hands to be able to work properly, and also to not for not any contractures to happen. And that's one thing that we'll be doing as well for preparatory exercises, is preventing those contractures, because contractures are when the shortening of muscles or joints where your limbs bend at. And so we don't want to have any of that, because that could hurt really bad for anyone. So we're trying to prevent those things. We're going to be doing scar massages, because scar healing can take up to 2 years. And we're going to be doing this several times a day for these exercises. And we're going to be doing manual edema mobilization as well. And this is an exercise that's done from starting at the mid portion of the body and working towards the outer part of your limb. And so for this exercise, you only do a light press upon your skin, and kind of a half moon kind of idea, and you do that 10 times in that specific area, and then you work your way down towards the end of your hand, for instance. And and that will help decrease any of the edema, because edema kind of continues on throughout quite a while. And then we'll be doing active assist or range of motion, and that is, so an example is that he could probably move his arm up this way, just for example, and then I might need to help assist, so help him bring that arm all the way up to the ceiling. And so we'll work on those things to keep increasing his motion in all of his limbs. We'll be doing self-care, and we're going to be focusing on doing built-up handles for his razor, for his toothbrush, for his combs. So these are all things that will kind of be energy conserving as well, but not so hard on his hands, since there's a lack thereof. Long-handled utensils, and those can be built up as well. And then also doing activities that acquire both hands. And some of those activities that I was talking about, doing personal hygiene, like brushing your teeth, combing your hair, and that such, and eating, you could use both hands if you need to be for those type of activities, for example. And therapeutic exercises, and walking daily, because he is lacking in endurance, because he's only walking up to 10 minutes, but we want to increase that further. So, but we'll want to take breaks in between with that. And with those therapeutic exercises, we'll want to be doing, starting off with low intensity levels, and then we're going to be increasing that weight or whatever we'll be doing, and as he progresses, and we'll be wanting to do 2 to 3 sets, so rounds, for example, as well, with 10 reps, doing that 10 times for each round. And then we'll want to continue to encourage Mike to attend, because he was attending group meetings while in rehab, but we want him to encourage him to attend burn peer groups in the community with other people, so that they can be able to share their experiences and what they're going through to help one another, so that he can gain and have that confidence level. to improve in life and all his skills and his abilities in life. 'Cause that's what we're all about. So, and also returning to work. And then we found one good place that would help with this also is JAN, is called. It's the Job Accommodation Network. And this helps making employment easier for people who have disabilities. And Mike, he has burdens right now. So we're going to help him with that, and that will be a good thing. Also, does he need rest breaks? So these are things that we're going to be talking about while at work. Is there any risks that he could be involved with in the work environment? What are things that we can change in that environment that would make it more possible for him to be able to take part in work? So just kind of like a description of job and of his job, and just what jobs are going to require the use of hands, and then if he's going to require more leg work, standing, all those things. We're going to be considering a lot of those things in the workplace, and because that's one of his goals is to return back to work part-time in 1 to 2 months. So we're going to be focusing on that extremely. So we'll be collaborating and we'll be working closely with him on that. And then home management. We want to, and this is talking about cleaning his house, cleaning his car, just taking care of his yard, whatever he may have, that once he goes home from treatment. So we want to work on energy conservation techniques, because obviously he's having a problem with endurance a little bit, especially in walking. So you want him to take breaks in between activities such as doing laundry, or maybe sweeping the floor with both hands, or cleaning the room, vacuuming. And then also seeing if there's a schedule that his friends and family can help out, that they could come and do on a set time, so things can get done, so that he can have an enjoyable, happier life. And there you go. Wonderful. Those are some of the things that we'll be talking about.